Why does a state famous for steel keep 500,000 acres of forest nearly empty? The answer starts here. The town of Jim Thorpe sits tucked into the Appalachian Mountains, where steep hills turn gold and red each October. People call it the Switzerland of America. In 1954, residents renamed the town after the Olympic athlete, hoping to draw visitors. It worked. Nearby, the Lehigh Gorge drops through the same mountains, and rafters run its rapids past old railroad grades. Farmland spreads out beyond the ridges, green fields cut by stone walls. Jim Thorpe's historic district packs tight Victorian buildings into a narrow valley. Church steeples rise above slate roofs, and brick facades line streets that climb toward the ridgeline. Below, the Lehigh River cuts through the center of town, running cold and shallow between stone embankments. Lancaster County holds the largest Amish settlement in America. These farms still work with horse-drawn equipment, and the white barns stand clean against green fields. Each year, hot air balloons rise over these Lancaster County fields. Pennsylvania Dutch country draws millions of visitors to its farmland and markets. Lancaster County holds more than 5,000 farms, more than any other county in Pennsylvania. The land produces more agricultural goods than anywhere else in the state. In autumn, the fields turn brown and gold, and red balloons drift above the patchwork. Snow falls early on the small townships scattered between the fields, coating silos and barn roofs white, while the roads stay empty. The Strasburg Railroad has run since 1832, making it America's oldest continuously operating short-line railroad. A restored steam locomotive rolls past a red water tank, trailing white vapor into cold air. The tracks cut through Amish farmland, past barns and silos blanketed in snow. The town of Strasburg grew around this line, and its Victorian brick buildings and church steeples still face the rails, just as they did when coal and steam ruled Pennsylvania. York served as the first capital of the United States from 1777 to 1778, while the British occupied Philadelphia. The York County Courthouse still stands from the colonial era, its red brick walls and white dome anchoring the downtown square. 25 miles east, Lancaster was capital of Pennsylvania for exactly one day in 1777, during the same evacuation. Today, Lancaster's church steeples and courthouse dome rise above streets that see both summer storms and winter snow. The skyline barely changed since the 18th century. The Susquehanna River is the longest river on the East Coast, and it cuts Pennsylvania in half. A white arch bridge on Route 462 connects Columbia and Wrightsville across the water. Downstream, Harrisburg sits where the river's branches come together. The state capital skyline rises on the east bank, and long straight bridges carry traffic over the wide water at sunset, single cars small against the span. Gettysburg saw the Civil War's bloodiest battle in July 1863. Today, the town draws over 3 million visitors yearly. It's roundabout dressed for Christmas. General George Meade commanded the Union Army at Gettysburg. His statue sits on horseback among the fields where the fighting happened. More than 1,400 monuments and old cannons still mark the battlefield. The Vermont Monument honors soldiers who fought here. Gettysburg National Military Park preserves 6,000 acres of these open fields and woodlots. Milton Hershey founded this town in 1903, building his chocolate factory and worker housing in the farmland of Dauphin County. The smell of chocolate still drifts from the factory stacks. Hershey Park opened in 1907 as a leisure park for employees, and its wooden roller coasters now rise above the rooftops. The Reading Pagoda was built in 1908 on Mount Penn. It has 7 stories and stands 72 feet tall. It was never used as a real pagoda and has no Buddhist connection. The building copied the shape, and now it watches over Reading from its hilltop, framed by autumn trees. Philadelphia is the largest city in Pennsylvania, and its skyline rises hard against the Schuylkill River. The Comcast Center stands 974 feet tall, the tallest building in the state. The Schuylkill divides Center City from West Philadelphia, and the bridges across it carry traffic day and night. At sunset, the glass towers catch orange light, and by full dark, the skyline holds steady, a wall of illuminated offices and apartment buildings stretching from river to river. The Benjamin Franklin Bridge opened in 1926, spanning the Delaware River between Philadelphia and Camden, New Jersey. The suspension cables light up at dusk, and the bridge runs 1.75 miles from tower to tower. Traffic moves steadily across, the Philadelphia skyline glowing behind it. Philadelphia City Hall was the tallest habitable building in the world from 1901 to 1908. Its clock tower still dominates downtown, and the statue of William Penn on top stands 37 feet tall. A few blocks east, Independence Hall holds the room where the Declaration was signed in 1776. Bethlehem was founded by Moravians on Christmas Eve 1741, and it still carries the nickname Christmas City. The Lehigh Valley around it was once a major steel-producing region, and the old furnaces stand near the river. Historic stone homes and church steeples fill the older neighborhoods. Farther south, small Pennsylvania towns like Ephrata wake to winter sunrises over quiet main streets, their brick storefronts dusted with snow. Scranton is the largest city of northeastern Pennsylvania, built on anthracite coal. The mines are gone, but the old brick buildings remain. Scranton was once the anthracite coal capital of the world. Today, more than 40 of its properties sit on the National Register of Historic Places. Pittsburgh has 446 bridges, more than Venice. The city sits where the Allegheny and Monongahela rivers meet to form the Ohio. Pittsburgh was once the steel capital of the world, producing 60% of all American steel. The mills are mostly gone, replaced by hospitals and universities, but the bridges remain, painted gold and crisscrossing the water. On the south side, brick saloons and bars line the streets where mill workers once drank. Point State Park sits at the exact confluence where the Allegheny and Monongahela rivers join to form the Ohio. A fountain at the point shoots water 150 feet into the air. The park is the one flat piece of ground in a city built on steep hills and sharp riverbanks. The Cathedral of Learning at the University of Pittsburgh stands 535 feet tall, the tallest educational building in the Western Hemisphere. It holds 31 nationality rooms, each designed by a different community. Around it, red brick houses and colorful row homes climb the Oakland Hills. The Pittsburgh Marathon draws over 30,000 runners each year, many of them crossing the city's yellow bridges. The bridges are painted Aztec gold, matching the colors of the Steelers football team. Against the autumn skyline, the yellow steel stands out sharp against gray water and red hillsides. The Fort Duquesne Bridge spans the Allegheny River near the site of the original French fort. Downstream, the Fort Pitt Bridge crosses the Monongahela, and the PPG Place complex rises behind it, its glass castle built from 19,750 panes of glass. Presque Isle is a 3,200-acre sandy peninsula that arches into Lake Erie. It is Pennsylvania's only seashore and a national natural landmark. The park holds 13 beaches and draws 4 million visitors each year to the state's northwest corner. The Kinzua Bridge was once the tallest railroad bridge in the world, standing 301 feet above the valley floor. Trains crossed it for decades until a tornado tore through in 2003 and destroyed much of the structure. The twisted steel towers still rise from the forest, rusted and broken. Today, the remaining supports hold a skywalk, and visitors walk out over the gap where the bridge once carried freight trains above the trees. The Allegheny River is designated a wild and scenic river for 87 miles. It winds through the Allegheny National Forest, Pennsylvania's only national forest, where trees close in over the water. A woman paddles a kayak on the calm current, and a bridge crosses the river where the forest opens briefly before closing again. Tanner Falls sits in northern Pennsylvania, where water spills down multiple tiers of rock. The falls drop through green ferns and moss under a closed canopy of trees. Rosecrans Falls lies in central Pennsylvania. In winter, the water freezes along the cliff face, building icicles that hang from the terraced rock, while snow covers the bare forest. Tiadaghton State Forest covers over 146,000 acres, named for the Lycoming Creek area. Tall trees rise above a thick floor of ferns, sunlight filtering through in broken patches. The Youghiogheny River runs through Ohiopyle State Park, drawing 1.5 million visitors to its rapids. The steel is gone. The forest remains.